Morning everyone, Ian from DIY Home and Gardening, 15th of February, so it's that time again, time for the vegetable and allotment update. So I'm at the house, so I thought this is where the most activity is at the moment. So let's see what's happening, shall we? I'll turn the camera around. So not a lot happening in here, but I'll show you what there is. So started the green and the purple basil off. They're germinated, as you can see. They've been in there for about 2 weeks. There's the Cavolo Nero, started there, a little bit of verbena, and ignore the daffs that I still haven't planted, but here are the potatoes, chitted and kind of ready to go, waiting for the weather to turn so that they can be planted middle of next month. Let's head outside. Okay, so these got moved out week before last, yeah, about that, which I bought these in the winter, so some horseradish roots, plants. So I've got 3 of those there, which obviously planning to grow those for the allotment. Then in the cold frame, I'll be honest, I haven't looked since the last video. So elephant garlic corms, sand leeks. These are the, well, a bit of overstock or some fresh stock of some more garlic. The autumn sown lettuce, you can see it's now starting to get true leaves, if you like. Bit of teasel, what are they? Oh, celeriac, and what is that? Oh, cabbage. Bit of alliums. Got the perennial kale cuttings on the go there. Shallots. More kale cuttings. Oh, garlic. So you can see, well, sort of rooting and forcing themselves out of the cells. Bit of shoot appearing. Sensu onion, so there's a little bit of green tipping starting to appear there. Broad beans. Again, onions rooting and trying to force themselves out. Amazing how they do that, really. You'd think they'd want to pull themselves into the soil, but they don't. So that's what's happening there. Let's go to the greenhouse. Right, okay, so we're into the greenhouse. Plenty warm in here. 17.3 degrees. So things on the go at the moment. Let's start up here. So we've got the onion kelsey, long red onions, elephant leek, blue de soleil leek. So I'll be honest, these 3, the seed germination rate was poor, and that's down to the seed supplier, which She Grows Veg is the supplier, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to be using them again. I think I've said that before, but just the germination rate really poor, especially when you compare it to the Musselburgh, Bulgarian and Mammoth, which have done so much better from alternative seed suppliers. So then here, I haven't taken any cuttings as yet because, to be honest, I've been waiting for a bit more to be shooting before I could sort of justify doing a mix and setting up. So there's some Rycroft Jill sprouting over the back there. What else was there? There's some Kiwi Gloria. This one, the new one. So Pam Howden there is shooting. Got some of the Dracula, and I think that is it in terms of dahlias shooting on there. We'll come back to the others in a minute. Nothing on the go with those. First shoots appearing on these, which are Westonton Harry, Wynnum Diane's. A bit of growth there. Looks like the slug's eaten some of these, so have to keep an eye out for those. And that is everything that's shooting. So yeah, pretty poor in terms of what's developing there. So then these are all the chili peppers and sweet peppers. So sweet peppers over the back here: Beja, Frigatello, Hammock, Corno de Toro, and Bullhorn. So those are, to be honest, very similar. Then I've got Ricotto, Long, Tinkerbell. So they're different types of chili to most of the others in terms of species. Then we've got Midas, Thai Green, Basket of Fire, Sugar Rush, Chiang Rai, Holy Peak, Padron, and Aki Kill. Other chilies on the go, which so mixed germination. So we've got Paquito over the back there, Etna, Paper Lantern, Pumpkin, Vampire, Joe's Long, Gusto Purple, Mushroom Red, Jalapeno Cross Tiger, Tangerine. These don't look as though they're going to germinate, but let's see what happens. Purple Tiger, Merch Masala. Also down here, which sowed the seed literally about 3 days ago, kohlrabies. New variety on me, so be interested to see how that goes. That's Modrava. Some spinach sown at the same time, bit erratic, we'll see. Ginger tubers there, or rhizome, so trying to get them going. And a couple of types of dahlia seedling there. And then got some more chilies here: Cayenne, Peruvian Lemon Drop, Hanghoi, Supernova, Scarlet Variegata. And then I've got some foxgloves there. Oh yeah, I've got another dahlia, Giusunda Hercules. Some sweet peas on the go there also. And then down here, look at the size of that, it's looking lush. That is the lemongrass. Dahlia Imperalis, the Narangilla or Solanum quintoriensis, looking good. Trying to put some more flower on there, but fruits are ripening nicely. Really pleased with the fact that I've got so much growth happening on the lemon verbena or Aloysia. Overwintered peppers to the back there, Lantana, bit of begonia, and Basket of Fire chilies that have overwintered. Really handy just to be able to pick those as and when you need them. But see that is slug damage. Slugs absolutely love chilies, which is quite annoying really. And then lemons, picked quite a few, but there's plenty ripe on there, which is good. Another chili down there. Then these are the turmeric, which again, they're just in dormancy phase at the moment. Hopefully they start doing something. A couple of varieties of chrysanth, which needs to do cuttings on, and the mother plant of Dahlia Dracula. But yeah, it's all looking pretty good in here. So I'll get changed and we'll head over to allotment shortly and see how wet it is. Right, I've come up the allotment. As is the way, as soon as I've got up here, it's starting to rain. To be honest, there's nothing really happening in those first few beds, but you can see that obviously I've got those straightened up. This fourth one on this side, I started that earlier, but yeah, I say I've had enough with it now trying to rain. So this is the elephant garlic. So obviously when I bring the back end of the bed in, so the back end will come to here, so these last few will get dug up and transferred to the front, and that will complete this section. The Egyptian walking onions still in here, charred as always. Nothing much has changed, to be fair. That's just falling over more. So these two are the last beds that will need doing. made a little planted area there, which is for the artichoke, and gave the sheep some of the leaves, has divided that up, so artichokes going in there. And then this bed I started last week, so basically merging the two beds together, which needs a hell of a lot of manure to come into here, but yeah, my intention is this will be one big bed of sorts, a little bit of separation, but yeah, watch this space on that section. A lot less leeks remaining in this bed now. Most of them have been eaten, few at the far end, so it's just so wet and boggy. This bed, gave that a rake over, cleared the last of the excess soil, bit of turnip which pigeons been eating, last bit of leek there. It's come around here. Garlic's looking nice and strong. The Silent White that I thought had died off, they're now starting to shoot through. You can see those all the way across, so I'm pleased about that. No sign of the broad bean that was direct sown into the bed, so probably good chance that they have rotted over winter, but luckily, as you saw earlier, I've got the ones growing in the cold frame. Hardneck garlics there, all the onion on that section, and then that last bed is where the Jerusalem artichoke is, but as yet not sprouting, and it really is so bloody wet up here, and I shouldn't be doing as much up here as I am just because the ground's so wet, but as long as you're careful not going over the planting areas. But it's starting to take shape, and so I'm pleased. I use the word pleased. Grateful for the progression, shall we say. I wouldn't say pleased, but it's getting there. So that's it. That's the mid-monthly update for February done. Probably looks worse than it actually is, but there is progress nonetheless. And my main thing is to get it prepped up so I'm ready for about mid-March, once I need this first bed for potatoes, and I'd like to get the rest of it kind of complete for around then. Just takes that pressure off, doesn't it? But yeah, if you've got any questions on what I'm up to up here, then please send the questions to me. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos, and above all else, just have fun, enjoy your time outdoors, even if it is raining once again. So, till next time, bye for now.